So today's video is just going to be about how I'm going to layer this HTV. If you want to know how I actually created this SVG on Cricut Design Space and using Google, make sure you watch my other video. I'm going to link it in the description box on how I actually made this SVG to begin with. I created this SVG on a previous video. I'm going to link it in the description box. So this is an SVG. So as you can see on my layers, there are many different layers on which we are going to make it and layer our HTV project. So make sure you watch the previous video if you're interested on how to make this SVG into its separate layers. So once I've created my SVG, this can be any SVG, one you've downloaded from the internet, once you've been sent any type of SVG, you go to make it. And then your screen will pop up, and we're doing it on a mat. So I'm going to pick on a mat, on a regular size mat, and continue. So here you can see our different layers. For my black vinyl, I will need around this much. So I look at the measurements, where it comes up to, and I'm going to layer my mat just like that. And you can see for the red what I need, for the yellow and for the green. So these are my 4 different colors that I'm going to be using on my baby grow that I'm going to make. So for HTV, the most crucial thing you have to do, if you get this wrong and you don't do it, your project is not going to come out how you want it. And that is mirroring your design. The way HTV is, it prints as a mirrored image. So you have to ensure you mirror your design. So right at the bottom here, I've clicked on the black mat. I'm just going to select mirror. And you'll see it's flipped my design around. This is exactly what you need for any heat transfer vinyl that you're using. Well, majority of them, except for printable vinyl. But I will be doing a video later on printable heat transfer vinyl, and when you don't need to mirror. But any other HTV is short for heat transfer vinyl, you have to mirror. So here you can see the mirror is off, so I'm going to switch it on. And before I even go to continue, I make sure I have mirrored every single page, every single layer, because if you haven't, that's when an issue will come. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go to continue. Going to go back to my black page because this is the first page my Cricut is going to cut, and I'll go to continue. And then now it has found my machine. So I'm using glitter vinyl and glitter heat transfer vinyl, and also just regular stretch heat transfer vinyl. So I need to make sure I set my machine to the right setting. So the first cut I'm going to be doing is on iron on. Just regular iron on. My glitter is going to be for my yellow. So for the black, I'm just going to use regular iron on, and even says here, make sure mirror is turned on and suitable, shiny side down. So I'm going to show you how I put it onto the mat. So once I've cut the first one, Cricut will automatically go to the second one, then onto the third one, and onto the fourth one. But I'm going to cut the black first on iron on. So now I've cut my red vinyl already. The red vinyl I get from MDP UK, which is a very big vinyl supplier. Now I'm onto the yellow. This is actually going to be gold. So for the gold, because it's a lot thicker, you cannot use the same iron-on cut setting for the gold. This is crucial, or your weeding is going to turn out a mess. So if you're an Explorer Air, any Explorer Air family, turn your dial on your Cricut machine to custom. If you're on a Cricut Maker, you already have this dial here. You already have these settings. So you go to Browse All Materials, and this will pop up. And in Search All Materials, you just start typing in glitter and enter. And then here you can see glitter iron on. And that's the one I usually use to cut my glitter vinyl. If you use everyday iron on or iron on, it's not going to cut it deep enough. The glitter one is much thicker. So I'm going to select glitter iron on. If you want to save it into your favorites, you can see the gray is the star, sorry, is grayed out. That means I've saved it into my favorites because it's one I always use. The ones that you save into your favorites will be on your main dashboard. So here you can see it says glitter iron on, and I want it on more pressure. So I'm going to change it to more, and I'm going to pull it into my Cricut machine, pressing the flashing arrow, and then let the Cricut cut my gold matte. So you can see what matte it's on by which one it's highlighted. You can see the black has a tick, so it's done. The red has a tick, so it's done. Next is yellow and then green. So it's basically like following the instructions. Okay, so here's my matte. Got my black heat transfer vinyl here. This is the brand I'm using, Swanza. It's from Amazon. I'll link it in the description as well. I really like this HTV. I've used other HTV and I haven't been very successful with some of them, but Swanza brand is one, and this is not sponsored, it's just one I actually like. So as I said, the HTV needs to be shiny side down. So what that means, I'm going to slightly peel it and show you what that means. So if you can see, it's very hard to see, this here is a plastic layer. So the top bit is a plastic and the bottom is a HTV, if you can see that in the camera. So what you need to do is that this plastic layer needs to lay on your mat. So sometimes it's very hard to see where the plastic is, so you can peel the edge just to see where the plastic is. And when you peel it, you will see one side is plastic, one side is HTV. So the plastic layer is on this side. So I'm going to make sure the plastic layer lays down flat on my mat, and my HTV side is up. I use these brayer tools to really ensure the vinyl stuck down. I found that using these tools allows for a better cut. I'll link this as well in the description. I get it from Amazon. It's about £7, but I absolutely love it. It's made such a difference in the cut. And then I'm going to put this into my Cricut machine. Okay, so now I've cut all my pieces. Just a quick tip, the green that I cut is just in a very small section in the top here. Before you weed, make sure you cut out only the section you're going to weed, or else you'll have a lot of wasted vinyl. So my section's only here, so you see all of this is a scrap. I can use it for another project later on. So you just get your weeding tools and just weed out your design. So you're going to keep the plastic side down. Remember I said there were two sides. Keep the plastic side down, and you're just going to start weeding, lifting it up. Sometimes I use my fingers, and you can see the design is there now. Yeah, try to keep it up. This bit is a bit sticky, and if it sticks onto like the floor or table, if there's any dust, it will get on there. So try and keep it sticky side up while you weed all your pieces. So we're going to go ahead and weed the black as well. Always keep your shiny side down. So heat transfer vinyl is a bit, it's very stiff compared to normal adhesive vinyl, but just give it a bit of a tug and it will. If you've got a very big project, you can pull it slightly on a heat press to loosen it up a bit, but if not, just give it a tug. You see it's weeding out nicely. And then I'm going to use my weeding tool. As always, make sure you've got a sharp weeding tool. Today I'm using the Nikapa weeding tool, very sharp. And you just take out all the ones that are inside. So some people, so let me just show you. As you can see, we've weeded back to front. When we put it onto the t-shirt, it's going to go on this way. That's the reason why you have to always make sure you mirror it. With the gold, glitter vinyl is very hard to see the crease lines. So you could weed in the wrong spot. A little trick I find is if you just fold it, so just roll it, and then it makes it a lot easier when you can see the crease lines now. So when you pull it down, the crease lines, or what am I calling it, the crease lines, the weeding lines where you have to weed, it's a bit more pronounced. So I always just roll it and then open it back up so you can see. If you are using glitter, you would see that it can be very, very difficult to see where to weed. But glitter HTV is my absolute favorite. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. I got this glitter from MVP as well. It's a website in the UK that sell a lot of vinyl at very good prices. And then the last one, and I'm going to show you how we layer it. Okay, so I've got my baby grow here, and I've basically just folded it in half. So for this you can use an iron. I'm using my Cricut mini press because it's just a very small project. I will have another video going through the Cricut mini press, how to actually use it. Top tip, if you do use your iron, make sure you've turned off any water, any steam. You must not allow any water or any steam on your project, it will spoil it. So I folded it in half, and I'm just using it to score the middle, so I know where the middle of my project is. And it's always good to apply a bit of heat before applying your heat transfer. And then I'm going to just open it up. So I've got the heart here, so I'm just going to place it. So with your plastic, you can keep the plastic on, but I just like to go a bit close because I want to lay two of my pieces down at the same time. So I know I've got one heart, which is the Jamaican heart. So I laid that down there. And then I'm just going to, for the Guinea flag, I just want to lay it down and see exactly where it is going to be placed. So the flag was red, yellow, green. You cannot press it like this because the plastic cannot be on top of each other. But I'm just doing it now just so I can see roughly where to put it. So I know where my center line is, and I want to put them quite equidistant to the center. So I just like to pull it down to see where it's all gonna go. So that looks about okay. Got my two hearts, and then start to see what my project will look like before. You don't have to do this, especially if you've got a simple layering project. You honestly don't have to do this. So I'm going to have my green on top. Yeah, that bit's fine. So I've got them exactly where I want them to be. Just press them down, and I've got this Teflon sheet. As always, it's going to be in the description. And I put this over the project. You don't have to do it for the first one, but I just like to do it just to protect it, keep everything in place, and it helps to generate the heat a lot better. I'll just go over with my press using firm pressure. The glitter one I'm going to go over a bit more because glitter needs a lot more heat compared to regular heat transfer vinyl. I'm not going to do it for as long as I need to because I just want to tack them down. And I lift this up. So on your heat transfer, it will tell you whether it's a cool peel or a hot peel. So some of your heat transfer vinyl, if you read the description, you have to peel it hot. Some of them you have to peel it cold. I know mine is a hot peel, so I can peel it when it's still hot. And you can see, wow, look at that glitter, looking amazing. And the black is a warm peel, so I can peel it when it's warm. So this is where a lot of people go wrong with their vinyl because they don't know the peel that it is and they peel it completely wrong. So make sure you look at your heat transfer, if it's a hot peel, a warm peel or a cold peel. If it's a cold peel, you've got to wait for it to cool down before you peel off the plastic. So with this side, you've got to make sure it is on without no gaps because you don't want the white to show underneath. So this is where your Teflon sheet is important. Just put it down and I just go over with the mini press. So if you are using an iron with glitter vinyl, an iron sometimes isn't as great because the heat is not hot enough. So after a couple of washes, your vinyl will start to lift. I noticed that when I first started doing some projects, like just for myself, the vinyl used to start to lift. So make sure you cover your sheet. So there we go. I'm just going to wait for that to cool down a bit because it is super hot. And I'm going to go with my next layer. So now this is layering. So I've got black and I want to layer on the green. You can see the green's cut like this. So I just basically put it on top. Just peel this one off. So I do like hot peel vinyls. They save a lot of time. For warm peels. The cold peel ones take very long. Look at that. That's looking beautiful already. Let me show you closer to the camera. Look at the glitter. It is really, really like blinging. So with this layering, you've got to put it, let me zoom in a bit, exactly on top of it. So you need to be quite accurate with where you're putting it, making sure nothing's really hanging over, or you just put it on top. So once that's on top, I'm not going to put it on for too long because I just want to tack it down. I don't want it to permanently put it down. So I'm just going to rub that just for a bit. And once I've finished, I just place this Teflon sheet just to really secure my project, especially the glitter. But you don't want to put it for too long because it will start to shrink. Then I get a lint roller. I should have even done this before, but I forgot. So top tip, before you start your project, go over it with a lint roller to remove any dust on there. I just go over it afterwards as well, especially if you're using glitter, because it picks up some glitter that might start to shed. So there we go, baby Diawara, lovely glitter HTV.